All right. So, okay. Now we're going to talk about the eighth house. I just had to take care of some business really quick. I really hope that my son Ellen is not breaking the dishes. I asked him to do the dishes for me. So, we'll see how that goes. Okay. So, on to the eighth house. The house of intimacy. This lighting. Okay. I'm going to get through this. I will. The eighth house, the house of intimacy and death. The eighth house is another exhale and a night house where we are plunged into all things associated with the dark and is associated with Pluto and Scorpio. I could probably tone it down a little bit. All right. So this house is the realm of deeply bonded relationships. The long-term partnership that is connected emotionally, psychologically, and sexually. It's the energy of merging of life, resources, and spiritual bodies. This is the third relationship house, and where the true intimacy of relationships exist in long-term relationships. This is also the realm of both physical and psychological death and psychological transformation and regeneration. I had to take a breath there when I was saying it because it's pretty intense. Inheritances and other often taboo subjects are associated with this area of the horoscope as well. Such as, example, realms of magic, the occult, secret knowledge that includes astrology, actually. My North Node in Pisces is actually in my 8th house, so it makes sense why I'm super obsessed with astrology and learning about it all the time and stuff. So, this is the realm of deep therapy or soul exploration, and your relationship to all shared power, and karmic material. Power and powerlessness are the realm of the 8th house, and manipulative and or abusive power dynamics can grow, or can show, not grow, in this house. This includes your own shadow in the psychological realms, the parts of you that you may prefer not to look at too closely. Though this is also the realm of your inner gold, your buried treasure. So fearless exploration of your 8th house can bring great rewards. So that's pretty interesting, isn't it? I always find it so fascinating, but yeah, it's probably because I have a lot of 8th house themes in my life, so it's, yeah. Now on to the 9th house, the house of the higher self. The 9th house is another inhale or day energy, and it takes us out into the realms of expansion and exploration of the world and higher learning. This is a house ruled by the planet of Jupiter and the sign of Sagittarius. The 9th house is also associated with all forms of higher study, formal and informal philosophy, and personal beliefs, how you experience whatever the divine is for you. And it reflects within your own world of spiritual knowledge. It's the house of religion as well. So a lot of times, if it's the house of philosophy, maybe you have an interest in learning about all the different belief systems in the world. Taking courses on religion and religious studies and how they were birthed into existence. But yeah, this house can be the place of dogma. But generally, it is about expanding the mind and consciousness. Developmentally, the ninth house takes us on a vision quest to seek the meaning of life. In the ninth house, we seek truth, freedom, and wisdom, knowledge of natural law, as well as how the world and nature works. The energy of exploration also means that travel is represented in this house, including long journeys of the mind. And now, the 10th house, the public self. The 10th house is the most public part of your chart, and yet is an exhale. So it's a night house, but it's the most public part of your chart. So, but it's an angular, oh my gosh, I can't. Angular house. We're almost there. Just hold on, okay? I'm probably going to split this up into 2 parts. It's ruled by, I know, Ellis. It's ruled by the planet Saturn, also known as the Lord of Karma in some beliefs, and the sign of Capricorn. The 10th house is the nature of our contribution or mission in life. Often said to be our career, and hopefully these will be in alignment. Since this is where you are most visible in the world, this house is also associated with your public reputation and status. This is the realm of the wise elder and where we create man-made laws, as opposed to the natural laws explored in the 9th house. So these are more like solidified, based in reality laws versus like universal laws of the 9th house spiritually. It's a place of where we build financial and physical security. Duty and responsibility for others are also represented here, as is integrity. And like the 4th house, this house is also associated with one of the parents. Usually, the parent who is more out in the world than the other, or who represented authority and your relationship to authority when you were growing up. And such the like. So now moving on to the 11th house. The 11th house. The house of community. The 11th house is an inhale of breath, a day house. It's associated with the planet Uranus and the sign of Aquarius. This is the realm of groups of friends, organizations, and associations. The 11th house is also associated with social causes, social consciousness, and politics, believe it or not. A strong emphasis here means the person is likely to be a humanitarian and have an interest in ecology. Why am I getting a call right now? Okay, back to all these interruptions. Where did I leave off? I just forgot. Oh, yes. Okay. Another association for this house is the internet. Not surprising that the house that Aquarius rules involves the internet. And like Tesla stuff and AI and Elon Musk stuff. And okay, so I just returned back to normal. Due to the community, so another association for this house is the internet. Due to the community aspect of the house, particularly social media, latent or undiscovered abilities can also be found here. And the house is associated with the future, big goals, new ideas, and discoveries. Developmentally, we move from creating solid ambition, rules, and foundations in the world in the 10th house, and now move into the realm of making social connections. In this house, we learn to detach from rules imposed by the authority of the 10th house. Well, of course, because Aquarius is a natural rebel. To go our own way and to explore our own realm of genius to create our future. And last but not least, of course, is the 12th house. The house of the unconscious. The 12th house, we exhale for the very last time on this journey as we enter the night energy of the unconscious. This is the realm of all things mysterious and mystical, and is associated with the planet Neptune and the sign of Pisces. This house is the time before birth and the time before death. The amniotic fluid before the first inhale in the first house, the prenatal experience, and the time of fading before the very last exhale. All forms of altered states are represented here, including chemically induced states and meditative states, creative and intuitive. This house connects us to transpersonal knowledge and understanding. This house is a liminal space and space between worlds, and is associated with all transitional spaces and activities such as trance, hypnotism, and mysteries. Seclusion and secluded places are also associated with this house, such as prisons, monasteries, retreat centers, and hospitals. This is a place of dreaming, strong empathy, and the mysterious unknown. Now that you have the building blocks of an astrology chart, it's time to review and begin the next chapter of how to figure out how to read different parts of your own birth chart. Okay, anyways, so that's all the houses for you, and I hope you enjoyed this little segment I made, and hopefully it wasn't too boring. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, whatever. And if you're interested, check out my other videos on astrology, and I hope that you have a also good lunar eclipse time, because that's upon us. So you can tell I'm super excited about it. All right, bye.